Hello, this is Horror Studio 1, and this is my unedited podcast. Hello, this is Horror Studio 1, and my mind has been blown. I don't know if you guys have recently checked out Mr. Nightmare's video. I have, and it is freaking crazy. If you guys still haven't watched it, I'll probably leave a description in below, or just basically go to Mr. Nightmare's channel and look for the disturbing video of a homunculus created by a Russian YouTuber, and it is insane. Basically, he documents this dude who's a Russian YouTuber who's doing this experiment of creating a homunculus, which is a tiny human being or a miniature human being, or like a miniature life form that's similar to a human. And it was popularized in the 16th century by alchemy, and it's just like a small, mini, fully formed human. And besides alchemy, the other place it exists the most is obviously folklore. But the thing with the video is that the dude actually creates this being that we see. And in the video shown by Mr. Nightmare, the Russian YouTuber has 3 attempts at creating the homunculus. The first time he creates this like spider-looking thing. The second time, which is the most disturbing, he creates this black, almost like, it kind of looks like just a bird without wings, kind of. It has an eye and it has a mouth, but it basically spits this liquid at him and he fucking kills it with a book. And it's crazy. Basically how he does is he takes an egg, I presume a chicken egg, and then he injects it with semen, with sperm, and then he closes that hole. For the first time, he did it for 10 days, but for the one that actually was able to supposedly be alive and that, he kept that in the egg for 40 days for it to develop. And he did it one more time, but it wasn't successful. I actually just watched a video by this guy, his 4th attempt at doing this, in which he created a similar homunculus to the one he had in the second time, and it's freaking insane. The thing kind of just actually looks like more of a human. I've showed people and they said it looks like a worm, but it basically has like a head and it kind of has like 2 feet or whatever. And it's freaking insane. If you guys don't know, just put homunculus on YouTube, and it probably is like the top result for all of it because it's so crazy. Or just go to Mr. Nightmare's channel. He does a way better job of explaining it than I do. But I just wanted to share my enthusiasm on this topic. My mind has been blown. I never thought this was possible. And the thing is, I mean, why can't this be possible, you know? Traditional science is telling us one thing, but I think that there's things that are unexplainable in the world. And I want to believe this. I was looking through the comments, and some people were saying it's fake, it's a falsehood. Why do you gotta just dismiss it as that, man? I mean, it's hard to believe, and it probably changes your view of the world, you know? It changes people's views of the world, but why can't it be true? There was one commenter that actually said that what's basically happening could be the fact that the guy's using like fertilized eggs already, like fertilized chicken's eggs, and then the fact that he opens up the egg to inject the serum, to inject the semen inside this chicken egg, is basically causing the fetus inside of the chicken egg to be, to get infected, and thus creating that sort of a being, which is basically like, it looks like it's deformed kind of, but it also looks like it has life. In the video, he says that he doesn't use fertilized eggs, but some people were saying that he's using fertilized eggs, and basically he's causing, the sperm itself is causing that fertilized eggs to have infections, thus creating this being that looks like really messed up. And it's absolutely has nothing to do with creating a homunculus, which is a a full human being, just a small size, basically. I personally think that could be possible, he found fertilized eggs, and then he causes it to kind of have a disease, and thus this weird being is formed. But it's also possible that he's explained in the 4th video, which Mr. Nightmare did not talk about, so go check it out on this guy's channel, was he's basically saying that because the egg is a place where human sperm can live, much more than, a person's body. Because people are saying, well, the sperm probably would have died, much faster because just coming in contact with, with things and stuff like that. But he's saying that the egg is so similar to, it's different from a female's body in which a lot of sperm can basically die. This one keeps the sperm healthier for a longer time. So 10 to 40 days of keeping the sperm intact like that can allow it to grow, and thus creating that homunculus, which is a small human being. It's insane. I'll definitely leave a description in the description below. I'll link in there. You guys can go check it out. I can do a brief history of what a homunculus is, and then you guys can take a look at that. So a homunculus is a representation of a small human being, and it was created in the 16th century. Many alchemists have said that this was a possible thing. They basically said that it was easy for conception and the birth of a fully developed human, because they said that in the past there was something called Homunculus, so it's like a miniature animal, and they've done experiments on that in the past. In alchemy, by alchemist Paracelsus, he said that in the 1493, in the 15th century, he said that the sperm of a man be putrefied by itself in a sealed cubricate for 40 days with the highest degree of putrefaction in a horse's womb, or at least so long that it comes to life and moves itself and stirs, which is easily observed. After this time, it will somewhat look like a man, but transparent, without a body. If after this, it be fed wisely with the arcanum of human blood, and be nourished for up to 40 weeks, and be kept in the even heat of the horse's womb, a living human child grows therefrom, with all its members like another child, which is born of a woman, but much smaller. So in alchemy, it also talks about the 40 days in which they was talking about. Hey, personal opinion, I believe in this shit, man. Like, I want to believe in this, and I mean, it makes sense. I mean, most people are like, it's not scientifically possible, but there's a lot of stuff that aren't scientifically possible. If you guys are on my channel already and you guys believe in ghosts, is that scientifically possible? People say there's no ghosts, but look at how I got millions of ghost stories on this channel, dude. So why can't this be true? And if it is true, I think it basically makes sense, I think it's a new age belief, maybe a new direction for science, and I think some people don't want to believe that. Personally, I find it creepy. I find it really creepy. I always find this stuff super creepy, because if you look in the video itself, this thing is like, it kind of looks like a chicken to me. So I'm not sure, is it because he was using a chicken egg and somehow that got into the mix or something like that, but I've always been afraid of birds, and the fact that it could spew like acid. And oh yeah, and by the way, the guy kills that homunculus at the end. So if you guys want to see him killing him with like a Russian dictionary, yeah, that's a new level of treatment, of harsh treatment right there. But the thing is, the blood was also shown as well. So he took off the book after smashing him with it, and then there was like red blood. So I'm not sure how fake or real this is, but just from this video, I honestly believe it's pretty crazy, and I want to believe that it's true. So you guys can go check it out. And my own beliefs is that, hey, I believe it. Why not, dude? Everything's possible, and I want to believe. So cool video. Anyways, thank you guys for listening once again. I'm about to get going, but before that, I just want to say thank you guys once again for the support. We are almost at 50 something K subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. The live streams have been dropping. I will resume them closer to June if possible, but thank you guys for continued support. And I might be coming out with merchandise soon. Maybe my next milestone, I'll come out with t-shirts that say grab a blanket, turn off your lights, or just mugs that say unedited podcast or something. Maybe I'll do that. Leave a comment in the section below if you guys would like me to do merchandise soon. And give me your comments on what you guys think of this friggin' homunculus video. Is it real? Is it fake? Go check it out. It's fucking amazing. It gave me a new perspective on science and on life. It's changed my life, changed me forever. And this is by no means me trying to top Mr. Nightmare or describe it better. Jesus, I can't do that. It's just my own opinions, how I feel on this topic. And I love these podcasts because they're always just how I feel on whatever topic I want to talk about. Me and the universe around my little stupid head. Thank you guys so much for listening once again. I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Peace.